Hi there, Virgo. This is going to be a reading for the month of May to see what is going on with you, what we need to know, what your focus is going to be, and maybe you can just get a little message or two as far as what you will be going through or are going through. Some readings are timeless. You could have already gone through what you're going through or will be going through it. So take it as it resonates. Only leave take what messages connect with you and leave the rest behind as usual. This is for the sign of Virgo. So if you have your sun sign, rising, north node, moon, Venus, or a lot of planets in Virgo, then this is for you. Also, I know Uranus just went into Gemini, and for especially if you're a Virgo rising or a Virgo sun, there is going to be a lot of changes, especially in your career factor. If you are a Virgo rising, there is going to be a switch, maybe letting go of a job or job changes that you think might be unfortunate, but at the end you will find out that it's for a better reason, for a better something better comes about the situation. But usually when the planets switched from one side to another, that's when they're more potent, or when they're getting ready to switch to another sign. So we'll see how these next 7 years are going to be for us. I know that I'm a Virgo rising, so there is something that you're going to be switching up, or maybe having more creativity, that's going to eventually turn out better. So yeah, let's see what that's going to be about. Anyways, for the month of May, I have here, as far as your situation, it is you have the Four of Coins, so there's a lot of like some things that you want to hold on to. Maybe there is a holding on to something that you feel that maybe is great for your future, something that you feel you need to hold on to, something that you need to feel, or there's a smugness, somebody holding on to you, or not wanting to spend so much, holding on to the most that you can, so to save for later, for maybe for the future. I don't know if you're planning to maybe there is a planning here of making a bigger investment in something, a home, or maybe even something that is going to be well off for the future, and that will last you for ages to come. As far as your challenges, you have the Ten of Coins, so maybe there is a worry about money here. I definitely feel that, and trying to not spend and because you're worried about the future. There is a worry here. Now, your focus is more on making the right choice. There is a choice that you're wanting to make here, and it has to do with something that is more heartfelt. So the situation is, maybe you are so worried about money and the future that you're trying to hold on to everything that you have, but you need to know that you make a choice. You need to make a choice, maybe of letting go of something. Maybe your worries. I feel like you are worrying too much, and maybe you are too focused on losing instead of just winning. So maybe not being too emotionally set on what will the future hold is a better take on your situation here. That's what I'm feeling. maybe in the recent past you felt like you had all these things going on and you felt like everything was going to be perfect, and then all of a sudden you came into a halt and everything stopped, or there was just worrisome. You started to worry about things for the future, and it could have to do maybe because of your self-doubt, maybe not seeing things clearly. That's what I'm getting here. As far as your possibilities, is maybe if it's work that you're worried about, or if it's another situation with whether it's love, home, relationships, or whatever it is, maybe taking some time to celebrate with others. Maybe you're gonna go out and celebrate with friends, with family, and letting down your hair down a little bit and just relaxing and enjoying the time for what it is now. As far as in the near future, you are going to be going through, maybe because you feel like there is such imbalance, everything's going to balance out. But you need to know also that there is a balance from work to home to there is an emphasis here of you doing things excessively, whether it's self-doubt, whether it's thinking of the present of the future too much, and you're giving too much worries into that. You need to go ahead and just balance things out so you can live a little bit better and not worry so much, because that just ultimately kills your gut, all this worrying, right? As far as the power that you have at the moment, you have a lot of emotions, and maybe the power that you're gonna come across, and when it comes into May, is that maybe by you letting out your emotions, or maybe finding some or even seeking therapy, would be a good way to let emotions out, or finding a friend to talk to sometimes and letting emotions out and being more of emotionally driven rather than just logical, can be a seek a balance, a way of finding balance in your worries. Yeah, that is what I'm getting here. And as far as your environment, maybe there is a sense of you wanting to take on more of a inspirational, creative kind of persona, or maybe that's what's around your environment, just taking chances and not thinking for the consequences about things. This is a person that takes action, that is wanting to take action towards what they want, and in a creative, and have that initial spark to do something. And maybe that's what you need to embody to seek out your passions and think outside of the box, instead of being stuck in your little in your little bubble. As far as your hopes, or maybe your fears, could be that certain situations can lead to a heartbreak and you're going to be devastated, but that's just either your fears. I'm thinking it's more, I'm feeling it's more of your fears, that you can be heartbroken by something, a situation, whether it's a job, a person, heartbroken by somebody. But that is just a fear that you have. So again, maybe thinking positive, and maybe seeking out creative sparks, and maybe balancing out your life to where you're not focusing on just one area of your life, and balancing out, family, friends, work, your partner, and having a balance there, so you're not focusing your energy on just one thing or person or situation here. Can be a way out of this as well, with the Page of Wands right next to this. And as far as the outcome is that you're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna be at a crossroads. You're gonna come to a crossroads to where you definitely will be needing to make a choice of what road to take. So definitely and ultimately it's gonna be up to you, because if you don't change the way that you're thinking, or the worries, or I'm feeling here it's more worries of money. There is a lot of there's emotions here, but you also have the Magician here to go ahead and help you. You have what it takes you have the tools that you need to get ahead. You just need to change the way that you think about things and take lead and have that little spark and curiosity for life, that things will, and faith that things will work out, and take that path. That would be my advice. And let me see if there's any other little message that you need to. What other message does Virgo need to know in May, for the month of May? So you have adaptation, recovery, and gentleness. And then you have turmeric, which is healing, radiance, and vitality. So see, you need to, maybe it's something that you can ask yourself during the month of May is, how can you be kinder to the part of you still healing? Maybe there is something that, maybe there's a child wound that you have about either money or love or whatever situation that you are going through. How can you be kinder to heal that area of your life? So that's something that you can ask yourself during the month of May to help your healing. And then another question that maybe you can ask yourself is, what would it look like to step into your brightest and healthiest self? Again, maybe thinking positive, looking and having faith for a better outcome. How would that look like for you in the month of May? And having faith and knowing that things will always work out. They always do. So don't stress, don't worry. Things always work out. It's okay to save, but not to worry so much about the future. I know what that's like. I'm a Virgo rising. I worry about every little thing, but that's just something to keep in mind. And I hope this message resonated for you, Virgo. I wish you nothing but the best for May. Good luck, fortune, and health. And as long as we have good health, remember, we can always manifest what we desire. Thank you so much, Virgo, and stay blessed.